What's up, grappling aficionados? My name is John Evans, and thanks for joining me again today for another Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament match. I just got back from the Pan American Games in Irvine this past weekend, and boy, are my arms tired. No, I'm just kidding. I only live a couple of cities away, so it wasn't really that bad. It's only about an hour drive. I'm in LA. It was in Irvine. Not too far away. But, yeah, if you weren't there, if you didn't see it live, if you didn't see it on the live stream, then shame on you. Bad grappler. No problem. We've got you covered. I think we got a lot of the videos from that tournament, and we'll be bringing them to you over the next couple of weeks, so sit tight. We'll also be bringing you a summary of the black belt men's finals, so that should be something to look forward to. But spoiler alert, if you didn't hear how those matches went, a lot of them were not great in the fact that there wasn't any grappling going on. So a lot of teams closing out their division, but yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit later too. But let's go ahead and get to today's video. This one is also from the 2014 Pan American Games, and I wanted to say the world's so bad because as the world turns, it's very tempting as an intro. But we'll get to this video today, which is the finals of the brown belt lightweight Pan American Games. So this one's with Michael Liera versus his opponent from, I believe, American Top Team. But let's go ahead and cut over to it. And here we've got Michael Liera on the bottom in the blue gi, and it's about 50 seconds in, but Michael Liera just pulled guard, and that's about all that happened. No points. Michael Liera getting a nice sleeve drag, now making a grip on the armpit of his opponent. He's going to look to rotate his hips all the way around, and they're gift wrapping the arm underneath as an underhook, and it rotates himself around, and his opponent tries to put his hip down and rotate with him, but that just allows Michael Liera to rotate even further and get onto the back, and he's going to get 4 points for the back take there. There was no sweep, so he just got the 4 points for the back take. No 2 points for the sweep, no 3 points for passing the guard. Just right to the back, and that's what he's going to get. Now looking for a choke, presumably, but Mike Liera, evidently, it looks like he prefers the body triangle because, well, now he's got kind of a foot cross modified body triangle. But he only had the 2 feet in the center just for the points because 1 foot in, 1 foot out does not count for any points, but both feet in is 4 points. Body triangle is no points as well, although I think it's kind of a dumb rule. Personally, I think the body triangle is just as powerful, if not more so, depending on what your preference is for the back. So you should get points for that, but you don't. So he put the 2 feet in and got the 4 points, and then went right to the body triangle. His opponent now trying to escape, trying to get his shoulders on the mat. Michael Liera with a 1 underhook and 1 overhook. Call this the seatbelt grip. And this one is this one's looking pretty good. Typically, when you're on your opponent's back, you want them to be on your choking arm. So if you're the arm that is around the neck, you want your opponent to be laying on that one. And right now, his opponent is now on the non-choking side. So this could be good for Michael Liera's opponent. He could try to get the shoulders off onto the ground and try to scoot away. Once your back is flat on the mat, then just laws of physics, you cannot be on their back because the floor is on their back, and then they are able to escape, but that is just not happening. Every time his opponent is trying to get to the non-choking side, trying to hand fight, Michael Liera is just right there, 1 step ahead, fighting right back, switching the hands or switching which side his opponent is on, and continually attacking these chokes. So that is very frustrating. If you haven't been there before, then it's very tiring to have your opponent constantly attacking you. In my opinion, I think that's one of the most tiring things to do, is just defend your opponent's constant attacks. That's why a great aggressive attacking style is so effective, especially if you can do it without using too much energy, because your opponent, no matter how good a cardio shape they're in, tends to fluster them. But now Michael Liera, oh, I thought he had the bow and arrow there. He had this arm over, and it looked like he was getting ready to set up for it. Now he has double unders, but switching this right hand back through, you can see his opponent is trying to stuff Michael Liera's hand underneath his armpit, so that way he has double unders, which is a good tactic. Every time Michael Liera tries to come with this choking arm, his opponent catches it and then tries to rotate his arm around and then make that as an underhook, so that way there's no possibility of him being choked. It's actually a pretty good defense if you can keep it going, but anytime your opponent can be on your back, it's not a good thing for you, so the longer they're there, the higher percentage of them being able to finish you. And he rotates to turtle position. This is no good. If he can stand, he might be able to pull him over the top, but Michael Liera able to get this arm in. He's trying for the Old Faithful. It's like an arm in Ezekiel, but with the collar. Oh man, he is trying to make this work, but from standing, you typically do not see the standing. If he can get Michael Liera's weight over the top of him, he can maybe pull him over the top and then get him off of his back, but sometimes that does not work so well, especially when they have a really tight body triangle and then Michael Liera just flips him right over. Wow, fairly violent there. That's that was not the result his opponent was looking for. It all came because of the body triangle. He just couldn't get Michael Liera's weight shifted well enough to pull him over the top because that body triangle is really, really tight. Michael Liera going back for that choke. I think he's got it now. I think he's got this arm with the cross collar, and this leg, because it's a body triangle, is already there. He's just going to underhook the leg. Oh, and he puts it over the shoulder. If he puts it over the shoulder, it's all done, but he doesn't. He goes underneath, which can still finish his opponent, now turning into him, and Michael Liera trying to finish it nearly on like a belly down. He might try to switch it off to the arm bar, but he might have the collar good enough to just finish right here. Let's see how it goes. His opponent is trying to stack. Oh, but then he turns it into a triangle. Oh, and he's going after the arm. His opponent tries to spin out, but he's unable to do so. And then Michael Liera is now pulling on the arm. This looks like it's going to be done. Oh, but his opponent's arm, you can see he did get it out. Now Michael Liera is in the mounted triangle, and his opponent is just in a world of hurt. And now working on the arm, he's able to hip into it, and wow, that is all she wrote. And Michael Liera putting on a show. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Very nicely done. Very exciting fighter. Super talented. Anyone that's been watching him from purple belt on knows that this guy is just a beast. And he got 6 points. I don't know how he got the 6 points. Huh. But, yeah, he was just on the back the whole time. And then was able to go to that mounted triangle. Maybe they counted one as a sweep in there? I'm not sure when his opponent stood up. It doesn't really make sense to me, but it doesn't really matter because Michael Liera finished with the submission. So congrats to him, and he is the brown belt lightweight champion for 2014 Pan American Games. We will be bringing you a lot more from this tournament. There were some really great matches, so sit tight and we will see you in the next video. But I've been your host, John Evans, and until next time, goodbye.